across the board, there are two mega trends, and I'm talking about generally every single market, right? I mean, it's just not India or the Middle East here. Even if you look at the US, clean tech as an investment area has gone through these ebbs and highs. Primarily, I would say about 10 years back is when, clean tech had really picked up a lot of steam and all that. And then there was a bubble which was almost created, and then it kind of burst where people did not want to really put money into clean tech again. And now there has been generally, again, an upside to clean tech from a lot of the deal flow that's happening there. And I think one of the biggest reasons for that is that clean tech is, as you pointed out, I mean, it's a very capex heavy kind of a industry. Having said that, as I said, that's why the corporate venture houses, and it's just not in here, that is the Middle East I'm talking about, even in the US, a lot of this gap is being filled with houses. And I'm not the specialist in terms of my knowledge about India right now, what's going on in terms of the corporates, but I do believe there will be sooner or later a big interest, a big push, because it fits in right with the criteria that typically corporates have towards building ventures. Because a lot of corporates, as I pointed out earlier, are more strategic. So the kind of business that you're talking about right now, because it is still at a very early stage, typically a venture capitalist will only put in would probably participate in that round based on the fact that, okay, my financial matrix essentially, and the big mega trends where they see a big upside to their initial investment based on whatever their expectations are. However, when it comes to corporates, especially if that is a part of their overall corporate strategy, with the right kind of technology, which has been proven successful, at least at a more early stage, the question then that surfaces for such companies is that, can you scale it at a similar profitable cost matrix, which kind of makes sense over a period of time? And for that kind of backing, I think corporates would be probably a very good partner to these companies. And I really, because if I look at globally now, that's where a lot of the clean tech money is coming in from. I think now corporate CVCs have even overtaken in terms of pure volumes and the value as well of deals where they have been investing in. And perhaps I would say that it makes sense to basically make conversation with such corporates back in India as well on their interest.